12 outstanding chefs from across the globe were invited to Colombo to meet Teamaker and Dilmah founder Merrill J. Fernando.
Simon Gold is one such chef and is the Group Executive Chef at the Nourish Group in New Zealand.
This is going to be the new Kiwi breakfast when I get home. I'm always looking to lead rather than follow, so when the opportunity came up of all these wonderful different teas that we could infuse and bring into cooking, it got me excited.
Now all of you surely think that wine is at the center of gastronomy, but in fact you're wrong, because I'm going to show you that in fact it is tea. Taste, palate cleansing, enormous variety like you never imagined. But if you put that together with what all you gentlemen do so beautifully, you have a magic all of its own.
Travelling with 12 chefs for 12 days, everybody's trying to show off, everybody's got, you know, their pride about their food.
What are we making? The secret. Ask them.
We're making the recipe,
Mango just need the black.
but we have spice.
But it's just great to be surrounded by all these people that are inspired about food and tea and mixing it together. So I think we all learned so much from one another, and it was an incredible experience as a group. Man, we've been all over Sri Lanka, from fishing villages to the jungle, visiting the MJ Fernando Foundation with all these underprivileged kids that he touches their lives, 10,000 people a year. It is so touching to see the beautiful smiles on these young children that get an opportunity.
But more than just an experience of culture, Mr. Fernando invited Simon to Sri Lanka to show him real tea and to mentor his fellow chefs and critique their tea-inspired dishes.
Going to the Somerset tea fields and then staying the night at the Hill Club was an amazing experience. But what topped it off, when we had 12 chefs all making cocktails with tea. And normally you never find me behind the bar making drinks, so it was a real challenge to come up with a drink that infused tea and really had that 5% magic. So what I did is I found the French vanilla rose tea, which is incredibly elegant. And I wanted to add to that elegance, so I infused some orange, some lime, some cloves, some wonderful honey, and then some arak, which is the Sri Lankan whiskey. Just a little bit to set the cocktail alive. And then I poured the hot tea onto all of those ingredients, let them infuse. I've never had to watch my watch and stir at just the right time for coming to Sri Lanka. And then I get a piece of orange peel and snap it, and with a match underneath it, and as the oil pops out from the orange, it lights, burns and drops into the cocktail. And then at the last minute I actually had a piece of cinnamon that I like the cinnamon, so that when the cocktail arrives you get that aroma of the cloves and the cinnamon and everything going on. So it's kind of like the mulled wine of tea. The recipe for my cocktail is on foodtv.co.nz. Now how about creating your own Dilmah inspired dish? And if it's the winner, you'll get to create it on Food TV with me. Plus there's 2 nights for 2 at the Hilton Auckland and an 8-course dinner at my famed Euro restaurant on Princess Wharf. To enter, pick up your copy of the Sunday Star Times. Keep watching Food TV, where you will see outstanding chefs from around the world create their Dilmah inspired dish.